¿Dónde es Castillo de Chapultepec?
Todo derecho, amiga.
Welcome back or welcome. I'm Brittney and this is the Brittneyinc channel. If I wasn't so chaotic, it would immediately transition from me being in the elevator to me entering my sonder apartment and explaining how exhausted I was and how I spent hours roaming around lost in Chapultepec Park, but I lost the footage. So here I am back in Chicago doing the intro. This vlog opened with me in Starbucks. I was at the Mexico City airport. My flight landed from Chicago at 4 a.m. There was nothing to do. I sat in the Starbucks until around 8 a.m. and then I headed over to my sonder. You can find sonder places on Airbnb, but I booked through sonder themselves because they don't have as many fees as Airbnb. Tip. I will link my place down below. I will link everything down below. Anywho, I Ubered over there to store my bags, except I decided to carry my carry-on, for lack of better words, my big bag, because it had my laptop in it and other things. I mildly trusted the luggage storage at Sonder, but at the same time, things happen. So the bag was heavy, baby. It was heavy. With intention, I headed to Chapultepec Park. I wanted to see Castillo de Chapultepec. Now, I watched 1,017 YouTube videos about Mexico City, and each one that featured the Chapultepec Castle talked about how lengthy the walk was to get to it. So I walk and I follow the signs, but then the signs started to shift. Anyway, baby, long story short, I was lost. I wasn't lost. I was in the park and I could have made my way out. I could not find the castle and I could not understand. I got to that park at noon. Baby, I didn't find that castle until 2:30. I wound up at the zoo. I wound up at a Starbucks. I wound up everywhere but that castle. And everyone kept telling me different things. On one hand, derecha. On the other hand, izquierda. Girl, which one? Which one? Anyway, I found it. It was beautiful. It was stunning. You saw the montage. It was just absolutely gorgeous. They did have lockers for bags, but to get the locker, I would have had to walk back down to the front desk. And I wasn't walking anywhere. My feet at that point were already feeling like people had been hitting them with sledgehammers for 2 hours straight. I wasn't doing it. Anywho, that's the intro. And now we get into a room tour that is very low energy. And I'm so sorry about it, babies, but I was tired. Front door leads to a small kitchen. Half bath. Oh, this is the bathroom. Very nice. Toilet. Plenty of towels. Okay. And then this door is another bedroom with a closet. Very nice. A living room. And the kitchen is right behind. From the living room, we have a little office area. And then another bedroom with more closet space, a television, and street view. I'm so sorry, sisters. This is all I have left. This is it. I was so hungry. It's pretty good. I wish he would have gave me salsa roja, muy picante versus the salsa verde. Anyway, I was gonna walk out and get some food, like Uber to get some food, some tacos, but I think I'm about to UberEats because my feet. I just want to take a shower, order my food, take a shower, and get into bed. Okay, I'm back sooner than expected because I just unpacked my things and ordered my food, and unfortunately I won't have time to get in the shower before my food comes, so I'm just gonna wait until it comes and then I'll take a shower and eat. But I unpacked my things. I have my skincare, and we'll probably do some skincare in this video, I don't know. I have my fragrances. I have like my body care products. I kept it really light. I think I got an oil in another bag. My soap belongs in the shower. And then in the shower, I just have like my honey pot, the black, and a travel tube, some shampoo because I'm gonna have to wash my hair. What's that? 2 face washes. I'm so mad because I forgot my charger to charge my portable charger. That really pisses me off, but it's a little cell phone thing downstairs, so I'll get one tomorrow. Now y'all, I never unpack my suitcase, but I did today. This is all of my accessories, my belt, a hat, some scarves back there. I got my jewelry here, my glasses, Fendi, Gucci, Desi. These are like my throw-on clothes, my like basics, like t-shirts and such. swim attire for my excursion that I'm going on. And then these are my shoes. The sandals are in the kitchen. Babe, I'm wearing these tomorrow, okay? Because the way those sandals took me out today, don't look at those. Those are my water shoes. I know they're hideous. And then, girls, I hung everything up. This is a rarity. Like, now, how am I gonna get all these looks off in a mere really 3.5 days, to be honest? I don't know, but we gonna figure it out. I know, like, these, I really just want to take a picture in. Let's talk about the way men have been harassing me today. I'm not wearing these outside here, but like this stuff, absolutely yes. This, I guess I'll go to dinner tomorrow. I was supposed to go to dinner tonight, like for my solo birthday dinner. My birthday was yesterday, by the way. I did not vlog on my birthday. My birthday was really hectic because I traveled that night. So anyway, ciao. This lighting is abysmal, but I don't have the effort to go get my tripod and everything. I'm gonna show you guys my food when it comes, but we'll chat tomorrow when I don't feel like monkey meat. Because right now, I feel like somebody put me in a blender for 48 minutes. Yeah, so I'll show my food. I hope it's good. I wanted to go to this one place, but I didn't have the energy. I'm going to a breakfast place that is, it says it's an 18-minute walk. So for me, let's just say it's a 40-minute walk because I walk slow and my ankles still hurt from yesterday. So I'm about to go eat breakfast and then I need to find a pharmacy so I can get some naproxen. I need to get some more water. Like, I finished the most of this last night. I drink a gallon of water a day. So this 1.5 liters, she was never gonna cut it. She was never gonna cut it. I also need to go get a charger for my portable, what's it called, battery pack, because that is the one thing that I forgot and I'm so disappointed in myself. And then I'm gonna come back home because I have a 1 o'clock appointment. I'm gonna come home, change. In regards to my books, I am going to do a separate, I'm doing a separate video, what I wore in Mexico City. And it's out now. It's coming out before this because this vlog is going to have a lot of moving parts, etc., etc. And yeah. So watch that if you haven't already. You kind of saw a sneak peek of what I unpacked, sister. So I'm trying to create something here. Anyway, I'm about to head out. This place isn't that bright. I don't even know how the lighting looks right now with these pocket lights. Is that what they're called? Because as you can see, the trees kind of form a canopy even with the shades open. So I hope it's suitable for y'all. Anyway, I'm rambling. I have on my Chucks today, baby, because yesterday I played myself with those little chocolates. Like this city, maybe we should talk about this later. Maybe I should leave now. We should touch base. This city has a lot of uneven pavement, like streets, mainly due, I'm assuming, to, you know how trees, the roots will like eat away at the concrete, like grow, and the concrete can't stand a chance to the roots. It reminds me a lot of certain parts of New Orleans, like the Garden District, because the Garden District ate me up once because I was trying to be cute with some little heeled mules, and I was hobbling, and I had to go to some ugly store and get some ugly black and red Adidas slides, and that was my fault. And I learned my lesson with those little flats today. I am going to take them with me in case I take a picture. So let's head out. Let's explore a little bit before we have to be back here by like noon. Right now it's no time. I think it's like 10:10. Where you been? Let's go. Because I feel like, you hear that? You hear how loud it is? They know this place is loud because they left earplugs in both the bedrooms. I just got home. You saw me with the heavy water. And that should be good for me. I don't know. If I go through that before Saturday morning, I'm gonna be gone all day tomorrow. Like from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I probably won't, but we'll see. Anyway, today has been long, but not in the way that yesterday was long. Today has been full of so much beauty, y'all. I feel so happy right now and so inspired seeing all the colors and the textures of Casa Azul, or is it Museo, Frida Kahlo, and Casa Gilardi. Both were just stunning. Let's talk about Casa Gilardi first. I'm thirsty. I got some tangerine juice from the store, the corner store. Six out of 10. Oh, it's pineapple tangerine juice with vitamins B3, 6, and 12. Anyway, 6 out of 10. You know who has good tangerine juice? Trader Joe's. It's so delicious. Anywho, Casa Gilardi. Stunning. So I made my appointment for that 2 weeks ago. It is by appointment only. It is 600 pesos or around 33 US dollars. Worth it. It was honestly, I feel like you can't search Mexico City on like Instagram or Pinterest without seeing any of Luis Barragan's homes, his work. And Casa Gilardi is one of the most popular because it's one that's like in Mexico City. The others are a little bit further out, I think. And it was just stunning. I went purely for the aesthetics. It was something beautiful. But when I got there, Motin was the host. His mother owns the house. He explained the relation, which I was so in awe of everything around me. He was great. He was so patient in his explanation. The way he spoke about that man's work, chef's kiss. And I believe he's in the arts too, because he told me about a place that I'm going to on Friday morning. Very excited about that. We'll talk more later. But as I said, I went purely because it was aesthetically pleasing to me. You see the pictures, you see the pink wall, you see the yellow hallway. It's stunning. What I got was something so much greater. That house and the way everything was designed, it was so calming for me. And I spoke to Motin about it, about how nowadays people are designing their homes under the umbrella of minimalism and saying, oh, this is beige and this is brown and this is tan and this is taupe because I like a really peaceful space and I just want to relax and be calm. This place had a magenta wall and I felt nothing but a sense of calm. And it was just, if you're ever in Mexico City, 35 out of 10 recommend. Stunning. I took some beautiful pictures. I'll insert, well, you guys saw the montage, but I also got some pictures. I met the most amazing girlie from Peru, and she's an architect, so she was there because that's her craft. And we both took each other's pictures. In her eye, I think I got a good eye. That girl has a great eye. Like, we were setting up each other's shots, and I'm very happy with what we came up with. And then after that, I came home, I changed. Frida Kahlo. I've seen a million videos on Mexico City because watching videos before going somewhere is just what I do. It's just what I do. And I always saw a line outside, or whatever. I got my tickets online about 10 days ago. I don't remember how much they were in Mexican pesos, but it was about $17 US. And I gotta get this belt off of me. As I was saying, it was around $17 US. There is no picture taking inside unless you pay 30 pesos, which is about less than $2 American. No problem. Paid that, got my footage for you guys. You saw that in the montage. The house was okay. I mean, it was a house. It was very nice to see her work on the walls. There was also some of Diego Rivera's work, but I ain't too into him because he was way too much older than her. I'm gonna look up the age difference and I'm gonna circle back to this because I don't want to romanticize their relationship. Rest in peace to both of them, though. The gardens is what got me. And I feel like the most stunning pictures that you see when Casa Azul is mentioned are the gardens. That's what I want. I want my interiors to look like a Louis Vuitton creation. I want my garden to look like, or my outdoor space to look like Frida Kahlo's. The blue, the greenery, there was birds in paradise, there was banana leaves, there was monsteras. I saw some monstera. I saw some monstera Addisoni, and I'm just wondering why my plant at home, my Addisoni, doesn't look like that. It's not even variegated. I'm humiliated. Plenty of like snake plants, mother-in-law's tongue. It was just, I spent so much time in that garden, and the only reason I left is because my battery was progressively getting lower and I needed enough battery to call an Uber. I did, it's on the floor right there, I don't know if you can see it, but I did get a charger for my battery bank, and it better work. I bought it from a man outside in one of these booths. I just grabbed some tacos, you saw that. One bistec, one chorizo with napoles. And I'm about to charge up. It's 6:47. I don't really want to go outside at night, but I may look into going to dinner in about an hour and some change or so. I don't know. Last night I ordered in. Tonight I may want to go out to some place. I do have a very early morning tomorrow, like I have to be up early, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now, I'm about to cake on the phone. I'm about to eat my tacos. I will show y'all. And yeah, I have more thoughts on Louis Vuitton, but maybe I'll say that in my wrap up of this vlog. Yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying it so far as well. Good morning, guys. It is 5:50. I am tired on an extreme level, but I have to go now because my ride to the excursion is downstairs. So we'll talk later. I don't know if I'll be able to do much talking today because it may be loud, but yeah, Fee Noel. This swimsuit is giving me a wedgie. I'm in great distress. I sound like somebody's father. Please. So I didn't mention that I'm going to Tolantongo, which are hot springs, caves. It's stunning via social media, but we will see when I get there. I'm very excited. I don't sound excited or look excited, but I'm very excited. It is like a 3 to 4 hour drive. So yeah, I'm asleep in the car. Okay, later. This swimsuit, this wedgie, woo! once again, it was too crowded. I'm too late. But I got to, since I started with the almond the other day, let's try the guava today. It's fucking fantastic. It's so good. I'm gonna save the rest for later. We're getting dressed for dinner. We haven't spoken in a while. I've been moving too fast to even sit down and circle back and talk to y'all about everything that I've been doing, including Tolantongo, Grutas yesterday, Safe Space today, everything. We're going to get it together when I get home from dinner. So right now I'm getting dressed for dinner. It's 5:10. My reservation is at 5:45. The place is 10 minutes away, but it's rush hour, so I want to leave at like 5:25, aka 15 minutes. So let's pull it together. I'm wearing this shiny elegant dress, finally. So unfortunately, that means I have to wear not only Spanx, but a strapless bra. I'm devastated, but I want to be gorgeous. So let's get into that. Okay, girls, we're headed out. I didn't have as much time to speak as I thought I would. Let's go to dinner and see what we discover. We'll catch up later. Promise. Wait, are you supposed to cross? Promise. Long time, no chat. Let's jump into it. Yesterday, I went to Grutas, Tolantongo, or is it Tolantongo, Grutas? It doesn't matter. I booked the excursion on Airbnb. And knowing that this place, these naturally occurring hot springs, caves, waterfalls, river, and man-made pools that I've seen on Instagram 1,057 times, was about 3 to 4 hours away from Mexico City. I woke up at 5 something. I think I chatted before I left. Anyway, we hit the road. You saw the footage of us on the road. I was sleepy, but I couldn't sleep yet because I had to keep one eye open because I'm always wary of any excursions, anywhere, booked through any reputable company, because especially like obviously when I'm not home in the States, because shit, you just never know. So the first couple hours I was up, but everyone was very nice. It was a very small group, myself and 3 people who were together from Brazil. The driver was great. We stopped for breakfast about 2 hours into the ride. The breakfast was good. You saw it. It was good. I had quesadillas, which wasn't my breakfast of choice, but that was the option. So I had quesadillas, and I forget the name of it, but the fungus that grows on corn, that was cool to try. I've been here for all these days and I've yet to try crickets. So maybe tomorrow, because today was my last full day. I fly home tomorrow evening. So maybe we'll get some crickets in. I don't know. But anyway, the ride was long. It was long. But the guide, Leo, was wonderful. Enrique was a great driver. Leo was a great guide. He constantly asked if anyone needed to go to the bathroom. He made sure that at certain rest stops we would get the things that we need: swim shoes, a water case pouch for your phone, any cash because the place doesn't accept cards. Wonderful, very attentive. He even stopped at a beautiful, guys saw the mountain, so we could take photos. I'm mad I was all disheveled, but child, at that point I had been stretched all across the back row of that van. So we arrived and changed into our swimwear. We left our bags in the car, taking only our towels and cash and our waterproof pouches and our phones. I started off with my phenol cover up, took it off to go into the cave. And we essentially they have lockers, but the lockers aren't necessarily convenient when you're moving in and out of the caves to the river, etc., etc. So trusting the guide, I left my towel and my cover up just on this fence with all of our stuff. Everybody in our group, it was just kind of on there. And when we returned, everything was there. So that was cute. One thing about me on vacation, I throw caution to the wind often. I'm not stupid, but I like to gamble a little bit. And losing the towel and a cover up wouldn't be a massive hit for me. So I just left the stuff and everything turned out fine. We went into the caves, child. I was the only Black person I saw in these caves. And as I was in this cave, I kept thinking, my auntie would be so annoyed with me if she knew that my stupid ass was in this cave. It was very warm. It was, my footage of the cave is terrible for obvious reasons. My phone was in the waterproof pouch, condensation, water splashing everywhere. You get the gist. But it was fun. It was an experience. It was probably a 101. It wasn't scary or anything to me, but it ain't something I need to do 5 more times, honestly. But the water felt beautiful, especially when it was falling down with the great force, because you put your shoulders under that or your head, fantastic massage. And I love a hot spring situation because that water is enriched with all types of minerals. And I ain't gonna hold you, I did a lot of walking yesterday. I think I hit like 18,000 steps, and my phone said I did 116 flights of stairs. My knee didn't bother me none. So I'm just going to attribute that to the healing waters. I don't know why that man started shining that light up on those bats though, because baby, that's when I was ready to vacate the premises, because why would you do that? But the caves were fun. The river was beautiful. Now, one thing that I have learned on my travels is that if you go down, you gotta come up. I have done a lot of excursions and a lot of pretty shit for the views. I love a waterfall situation. I love a rainforest situation. I love a hike. And the possibility of seeing beautiful earthly things creates a huge sense of delusion within me, making me think that I'm athletic or that I'm well prepared to do such a hike. Because baby, y'all should have saw me climbing down those rocks to get into that river. Yeah, I got scratches on my legs, my toes, my ass. I cannot discuss it. I'm annoyed because I like even skin tone, so now I gotta work on some scars. But it was such a great experience. I will say, if ever you decide to visit Mexico City, or if anyone is watching this vlog for specific info on Mexico City, and you decide to do Tolantongo, Grutas, be prepared to do a lot of walking, a lot of incline walking, so many stairs, tons of stairs, lots of stairs. Just be prepared for that. I had on my hiking / swim shoes, and I still found some of the inclined walkways are tile. What I'd intended to say was that the walkways were very slippery. The tile walkways tended to be slippery, as well as some of the stone walkways. They were slippery. So if you do Grutas, Tolantongo, make sure you wear shoes that'll protect your neck. You want some shoes with some grip. It was beautiful. The man-made pool portion was crowded. I'm assuming people on Instagram who get the really stunning photos of them alone in those pools, they stay at the hotels on the premises. So they're some of the first people out there, because we got there very early. Yeah, people packed like sardines, and it was a Thursday, the day that I went. Of course, I will leave the Airbnb link for this excursion down below, because I highly recommend this one specifically. The communication between Maria and I was fabulous. Leo was an excellent guide, and Enrique was a great driver. So boom, safe space. I mentioned when I went to Casa Gilardi, was pronouncing that completely wrong earlier in the video. I was giving G the energy that a Spanish H is supposed to have. And I don't, again, Miss Holiday, my Black Spanish teacher from my sophomore year in high school, would be so humiliated by me at this point. But anyway, I mentioned Motin, the host and I guess tour guide from Casa Gilardi, mentioning that he designed a space in an area of town called Juarez, I believe, called Safe Space. And he told me there's a place where you can meditate in front of a James Turrell art piece. Baby, I was sold. That's all you had to say to me, because I've never seen a James Turrell in person, and I've been needing to do so. As far as meditation goes, I've always attempted, but I've always, like many people say all the time, that they're doing it wrong. I've always felt that I'm doing it wrong. My mind wanders, I can't get it back, etc., etc., etc. But I wanted to see the James Turrell piece. He said it was by reservation only. They have 2 slots every single day of the year. Christmas, Thanksgiving. Well, it's Mexico. They don't have a Thanksgiving, but like all the major holidays, they're open. 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. sessions. there's maybe no more than 15 people ever. I checked online. The 8 a.m. slot was sold out. The 9 a.m. slot had one spot left, baby. It was giving meant to be. It was giving it's in the stars. It was giving it's already written. I booked that slot so quickly. I didn't understand at that time. I didn't know if it was free. I didn't know anything. I just wanted to go and I would figure it out when I got there. Turns out it is free. I will link them down below because I highly recommend. The space was stunning. You saw where I was. Also, I was on TikTok earlier and I learned that that place, I don't know the name, but that's a popular wedding venue. And it looked like it. And I believe when those guys were carrying around the chairs and setting up the fresh herbs around the banister, they were setting up for a wedding. And they were so gracious as to let me take my pictures and videos while they were working. And they were even like pausing to let me do what I was doing as though I was the priority. And I had to tell them, hey, baby, get to work, ignore me. And if I'm in your way, put me out. Anywho, you walked into a room where you had to remove your shoes. I took socks just in case because I don't do too much barefoot stuff now. And it was just beautifully decorated, light wood tones, very zen. And I thought, well, where's the James Terrell piece? They have these wooden drawers for your bags and you leave your phone, etc., etc. I thought we were going to meditate in there. The girl said, oh no, you leave your things here and follow me. Next room, stunning. It's a blue, almost like plush shag carpet with all this beautiful woodworking. And then there's the James Terrell piece, babe. Don't look at my nails. And it was a guided meditation, thank goodness. Because if we were just sitting there, I would have been thinking about Beyonce, biscuits, and Basquiat. Like, who knows? Who knows? And I don't even like biscuits. Anywho, it was a guided meditation. And then afterwards, you just jot down whatever you're feeling, thinking. This was a busy day for me. You saw the outfit changes. So after safe space, I went back to the bakery and line still at the door. No table for me, babe. It's fine. The matcha was nasty. I can move on. I walked around and I ended up eating at some place. Nothing to write home about, to be honest. And I wanted to shop around. One of my things that I wanted to do was find a bunch of vintage stores. I did stumble across one vintage store, but two things. It was men's, which isn't a problem, but they were also very overpriced. They had some beautiful niche fragrances in-house, but nothing felt fresh and new to me on the scape of scent. Everything felt like something or smelled like something that I already smelled before. So, but it was cute. It was a very, very cute spot. I know men who would enjoy that place. And then I went to She Knew, a beautiful fragrance house, stunning. You saw it. So you go in and it's upstairs on the top floor. And laid out before you, they have 5 fragrances. And you're looking at the dried goods of basically the plants and the notes that are used to build the fragrances. So there's some monstera flower, there's some tobacco leaf, there's some vanilla pods. It's all before you. It's such an interactive experience. You get to smell the fragrance in the top note form, and then there's also a vessel where you can smell it at the base. There's nothing for the heart, but still. They have the fragrances where you can spray them on yourself, of course. And the bottles are just so beautiful. And I know you saw the little floral vases. Those are the bottles. The bottles can be repurposed into whatever. A floral vase, a sculpture, whatever you want it to be. Even the candles, because they have candles as well, 3 cents, I believe. The candle jars can be repurposed to be a plant pot or a pencil holder or whatever. Stunning. They had gardens on the premises where they're growing the plants used to create the notes in the fragrance. It was just stunning. And from there, I walked around. That was in an area of town called Polanco. Polanco is the wealthy part of town, I suppose. There's higher end restaurants, there's higher end stores. I found a Zara. I wasn't picking up what Mexican Zara was putting down. I wasn't. It's true. I saw my heart bag, but that was it. I went into Gucci as well. They didn't have any of the shoes that I liked in my size. The glasses, obviously I'm back home and I fully digested this trip and what it did for me and what it means to me going forward. I needed it. And the random way in which I decided on it and booked it was a testament to just how much I needed something that was not Chicago, Illinois. As I mentioned earlier, I stayed in a sonder in the Roma Norte area. Pretty safe area, I will say. The location in which I stayed was very loud. I don't really care about noise. I live in the city, so the noise didn't bother me and deter me from relaxing. But it is something to note if you want to stay in that area. You don't walk outside to peace. You walk outside to a bunch of street vendors. There's a major bus line on that street, so it's loud. The street vendors came in clutch though, because those people were feeding me when I didn't want to take any steps outside of that neighborhood, and the food was good. The food was phenomenal. And I'm sad that I didn't eat as much as I intended to eat. I went to some of the places that I had on my list, but I didn't get to go to everything because some places I opted into solely based on convenience. Like, I'm over here, let me just get this, instead of actually commuting somewhere else, because it felt like I was on a time crunch. I was on a time crunch because I wasn't in the city for long enough, and I'll circle back to that. Everything was delicious. The food outside of my Airbnb, delicious. The takeout, I got delicious. The things that were least phenomenal were probably like the breakfasts I had, like the fruit and yogurt and stuff like that. And that's because I was trying to eat very light in the mornings so I can rev it up during the evenings. Galanga was nice. Galanga was a Thai place. I was sad because they didn't have the dumplings that I wanted. The entree with the prawns and the glass noodles was so good. It was so good. I told that man to make it spicy, and baby, he made it spicy. Blaxicocina, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Black owned. I saw that place before I went down there and I knew I had to go. I believe the owner's name is Sierra. She was there, super kind, super, super kind. The food for me, though, gets a 7.8 out of 10. And it's good, but it was soul food. And I feel like, for me, soul food is one of those things where it's either exactly how you like it or you don't like it. The people, for the most part, were a dream. From the Uber driver who introduced me to Billy Joel, to the woman who would translate for me in the corner store. They were just very, very kind people there, present in that city. And I was fortunate enough to run into a good amount of them. Beautiful place, beautiful people. Love the architecture, love the color in the city, love the greenery in the city. It's such a green place. My goodness, those trees, flora everywhere, bougainvillea growing. It was just stunning. As far as safety is concerned, there was never a time where I felt unsafe. I'm also a girl who's from Chicago. So the same street smarts that I utilize here for survival, the same street smarts that I utilize in New York for survival, I took that with me and I upped it by 10%. That's it. I didn't do no stupid shit. That's really it. You travel, don't do stupid shit. Don't go being all flashy. All my jewelry that I wore was fake. I didn't go out at night. I went out at night one time. I shared my location with people. I stayed in a neighborhood that I have researched and found to be safe. Now, I know y'all saw me sleeping with those knives next to the bed. I know y'all saw those chairs and stools in front of the door. But babe, I would do that anywhere. I don't care. I'm doing it anywhere. I'm doing it everywhere. I did feel very safe. The sonder was under constant security. It was fantastic. Transportation, I Ubered everywhere. There were some things that I didn't get to do and see that made me sad. I didn't get to go to that big, beautiful library. I didn't get to eat at Moro Moro, the churro place. I didn't get to eat at Tacos Orinoco, I believe that's how it's pronounced. There was a couple places I actually didn't get to eat. I wanted to eat at Rosetta. I wanted to eat at, I believe it's Blanca Colima, or is it Colima Blanca? Mexico City is a huge city and I underestimated that. So I didn't get to go to the city center. It was a lot I didn't get to see, but that just means that I have to go again. This trip filled me up. It filled me up in all the areas where I was depleted. Like, honestly, I came home wanting to do everything with intention and to do everything beautifully. And I feel like I've always had that mentality. You saw that I went to the, what's it called? The artisanal mercado, because I wanted to get myself something to remember this trip by. And I wanted to get some things for the people that I enjoy in life. Baby, just like any other open market, the girls are aggressive. You can't, like, I could barely get any video without someone, mommy, miss, come to my shop, please. Like, it was a lot. So I was trying to get in and get out. Let me show you guys what I got. I got very few things, but let me show you. Before I even got to the Mercado, when I was sitting at the Matisse Bistro, the guy approached with all these little hummingbirds, and they're gorgeous. I don't know what they're made out of. It may be like paper mache and like feathers. I don't know. but they're stunning and I love them. And I was like out of cash because I wanted like 8 of them, but I could only afford 2. So these are my 2. And he was so patient with me / annoyed when I was choosing colors because he really wanted me to have more money and I really wanted to have more money, but it is what it is. From the Mercado, you saw me with the footage in one of the booths. I got this hummingbird. I love hummingbirds, y'all. This is one of the alebrijes, and it's like a Mexican spirit guide. I honestly only learned about them via Coco. If you haven't seen Coco, are you good? Anyway, I love it. And I'm gonna use like a clear string to like hang it somewhere on something. Love it, love it. I also brought a little elephant, a pink elephant, because of course I did. Y'all know I love elephants. And then I got a ring from a lady who just, wow, she wouldn't leave me alone. Miss Celia, please, that woman. But I love this ring. And then lastly, I got this copper and malachite bracelet. Y'all know I love malachite. And copper has great benefits too. So I'm happy with my little purchases. And that's it, y'all. This was a beautiful, stunning, necessary trip. I will link everything that I possibly can down below. I hope it was enjoyable for you. I did enjoy shooting this a lot. And I've taken notes for how I can improve on future travel vlogs, i.e. taking lighting with me and making sure that my entire head is in the frame, because it was some Wizard Kelly moments, y'all. But I'm very happy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Mexico through my lens. And I will see you guys in the next one. My nail's not done, so I'm not putting my hands up. But that doesn't mean I love you any less.